Going live. We are live, and hey, and good mornings. 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. And if you catch it at 5 a.m., put out podcasts. So every day at 5 a.m., I'm putting podcasts out today. I'm publishing that, and then we're working on a schedule for the week. Today, I want to talk about goals and how they're keys to enjoying the job. And without goals, you're not going to enjoy things, and that's and the journey to get to those goals. And we'll talk about that a little bit. Different avenues, everything from OKRs to sprint goals to goals as a person. So this is the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach, and we talk about Scrum and Agile in a practical and tactical way so you get value to customer, not work those crazy hours, get home to family and friends, and enjoy life like we're going to talk about in this episode a little bit. So with that, this is our 644th episode of the show. And why do I bring... I'll be honest with you, I've been doing a lot from webinars, some stuff, some priority sessions, learning and growing myself and my growth mindset. And there's a theme out there. I was watching Grant Cardone the other day was talking about real estate and having goals, and your goal to get something. Without that goal, are gonna stop you from getting there. And I don't have any real estate, but it was interesting listening to his conversation where he talked about London and how it never existed before. Now it's a big city, 10, 20 million people or so. And what we do in Agile Scrum and OKRs, I like OKRs. I did a show on OKRs, and I'm going to tell you how they all fit. Having the goal is more valuable than the nitty-gritty stuff. Why? It's good to get the nitty-gritty stuff so that you can make the goals happen. By getting the mechanical stuff, the tactical and practical stuff down, it allows your mind to grow because you need to spend time to figure what those goals are. And if you don't have time to grow, you're never going to figure out those goals, which will make it enjoyable to work where you do. So there's a couple levels here, right? Let's get the sprint mechanics, because I'll be honest with you, it's easy, hard to implement, right? So it's easy to get the mechanics and hard to get to where they are because people need the repetition to get where they are. Having a sprint goal, having an OKR is a goal for the quarter, a goal for the year. Some people we want to be the best company in the world, but that's not really a goal that's achievable nor practical. There are visions and fantasy and dream of goals. Like, what do you dream about? What do you envision about? You envision it, you write it down, you go for it. So those are out there. OKRs should be something for your company or your organization to push it to the next level. What do we want to achieve? It's not a question of, let's make $1 million profit this year. That's not a goal, right? Your goal is something bigger than that. A new product, a new customer base, something, grab a new thing, implementing automation so we can do more stuff in the future. Things that you don't have now that you don't necessarily know how you're going to get there. But are you willing and able? Can you do it? Yes. Do you know how you're going to get there? Not necessarily yet. And that's where the fun part comes, by having those goals that you don't necessarily know how you're going to do it exactly, but you're willing to figure out how to get there, right? And spend that quarter on how to get there. And you make your goal small enough. So I don't know how I'm going to do it, but this is our goal for our group. And you push it. You got to push it. If you don't push it, you're going to go stagnant. You're never going to grow. You always want to be able to grow. Same thing for sprint goals. What are we going to do in a sprint? It's not a question. I get this a lot of time. What's your goal? We want to make sure we reduce our overall cost by 10%. Well, that's not really a goal, right? It is a goal. You can have that as a goal if you want, but it's not a very inspirational goal. Well, how are you going to do it, right? So maybe in your sprint, you have a goal that says, not that we're going to get 50 points. 50 points as a velocity as a goal is not a goal. That's just how you do your job. That's the normal run. That's not going to inspire him. We're going to get 52%, 52 points this sprint. Who cares, right? The goal would be, we're going to deliver a new functionality to our customer. We're going to deliver a new point of sale system. We're going to deliver a new way of processing this report in an automated fashion. We're going to, it could be anything, but you want to say that's our goal. And every sprint, deliver something. Because I have this, the reason why I bring this up, I always see companies, we don't have much to demo. Well, what was your goal? See, you don't have anything to demo if you don't have a goal for the sprint. If it's just working some stories, but they don't really tell a story nor satisfy a value, satisfy a goal, then you're never going to have anything to demo review with the customer. Therefore, your gap between yourself, your team, and your customer is going to keep growing. So think about it. Think about your goals. Without goals, you don't know what you're going to demo. There's no enjoyment nor enthusiasm to achieve something, because if your goal is to get 50 points or 50, this sprint, we're going to get 52 points in the sprint. That's not a goal. That's just something that happens. That's a measurement of something you did, right? The goal, the metric is not the goal. The goal is we are going to build this new capability that we didn't have before for the customer. That's the goal, and supply that to them in a fashion. Maybe your next goal would be we're going to automate this process so that we can make that part of our everyday, so that in the future we have more open space to build new product. We're not wasting our time validating that old product we built still works. Because I don't know about you, but validating whether or not something old still works is not enjoyable to me. I don't know about anybody else. Maybe I talked that really slow, but I just want to lay it out. Validating, though I'm getting old. But validating old code or old customer stuff is not, is that the challenge? Is that the problem to solve? No. You want to make that stuff as minimal as possible because so you can explore new stuff. So maybe your goal is let's automate something we haven't done before. I don't know how we're going to automate it, but we're going to find a way to automate the stuff I do every day to validate the old stuff so I don't have to do that anymore. Let the computer do it. That's what we got the computers for. So with that, I'm going to just share that with you. Goals are important. They're keys to having enjoyment where you work and at home in your life. So establish some goals that aren't just like metric-driven goals, but are goals that you can be passionate about, your work can be passionate about, delivering something, and not like 2 years from now. Our goal is to deliver this product line 2 years from now. That's not a goal, because most people don't know if they're going to be even working on the project 2 years from now. So they don't give a crap, right? So you got to have a goal. That's why I love OKRs, doing quarterly goals to something everybody can be passionate about. These are the couple things, 5 things, 4 things that we want to achieve in this quarter to deliver and to keep us growing as a company. That's why the Googles of the world get so giant, because every quarter they have a couple goals and they meet their goals, or very close to there. So with that, so I want to share with you, remember goals, have a sprint goal so you can have demos. It's not about velocity. Improving by 1 point is not a goal. Make sure you get OKRs for your quarter. What do you want to do in a quarter, and build that up to that goal, and have some stuff that's going to move the needle. And maybe one day we'll talk about personal goals and things like that, and things that I'm learning that I'll be happy to share with everyone from a coaching perspective. But those are the things about goals. 2 things: sprint goals and OKRs, which are like quarterly goals or some time box thereof that includes a couple sprints that you can achieve. Okay. With that, see you later. Have a good day. Happy scrumming. Enjoy your day. Bye.